those operations, the weapon which has to be operational in frozen environment, the fuel which has to operate, which has to be used in those areas. Each one of that need to be catered. The information and the reaction needs to be coordinated. When information came, because of the intelligence failure, the complete in between areas sent to operate into these areas had no idea how this area looks like. They had no area of this training. So therefore, Kargil taught us that in case you have to operate, in case an area falls under your complete zone to be prevented, you should have maximum number of troops trained in that area. Kargil initiated a lot of circulation of troops, in which troops from plain area was regularly being sent to the extreme environments in order to get them acquainted. We also learned that in order to operate into these areas, our movement during day has to be restricted because enemy sitting on the top will be able to take aimed shots. Even for movement, how a particular halt into a mountain, even if it's for temporary nature or permanent nature, how that has to be taken. Basic infantry tactics like fieldcraft and battlecrafts need were understood that it still holds the importance. Those battle drills which we learned in the Second World War, they held equal importance during this Kargil operations. Because in spite of being advanced in the equipment, the what matters and behind. The major gray area which was also observed was in the field of radio communication. All the communication which was being transferred through the radio telephony was intercepted by Pakistanis. So therefore, use of line communication, which cannot be intercepted, that was being promulgated after Kargil. And a lot of secrecy devices were being procured. Next. Next. Who celebrated the capture of point 5140 at an altitude 1,000 feet with his famous slogan, Captain Bata commanding Alpha Company of his unit, which had a success signal of Yedil Mangamur. So after so many successes which he did, Pakistan was scared to hear this signal on radio interception. Yedil Mange More. The final ultimate death sacrifice to this officer came in. Later became very famous. In his letter, he wrote to his father that, "Father, I'm going to sacrifice my life. I know that operation which I'm going to go, I will never return back. But I would love to come and get born in this country and join Indian Army to serve this nation." If you ever come across this letter will actually raise your blood temperature and will keep your goosebumps high. Next. Next. Picture of coordinator Ajay Ahuja, who was shot down by MiG-21, shot down in his MiG-21 by Pakistani intruder. Next. लाइंस शहीदों के मजारों पर लगेंगे हर वर्ष मेले, वतन पे मिटने वालों का यही बाकी निशान होगा. At this point, I would also like to share one of the poem which I have written for, you know, सीना चौड़ा और सर गर्व से उठ जाता है जब जुबा खतरों से बचाता है. A service selection board interview. Uh, One word of information: service selection interview, SSB, is common for all entries. This particular interview is a very, very extensive interview of 5 days in which you are psychologically checked of those qualities which Indian Army is looking into you. They call it officer like qualities. I call it leadership like qualities. Do you have it in you? Is the famous question which you have to answer while you go for SSB interview. So after you get qualified in this interview, you undergo a medical checkup and then you get qualified. So this is one entry, serious entry. The another entry, which is known as undergraduate UGC entries, that is for engineering. Two entries, UGC and TGC. These two entries in which their college campus realized of students. There's a team of army goes to the selected colleges where they pick up directly the students. They conduct an interview and they select these individuals. One can also apply and get a center for that. So they also conducted twice in a year, UGC and TGC entries. Very recently, the news have come that these entries are going to be restricted in number. So you must avail the chance beforehand. So these three entries are there for you: serious entry, TGC entries, and under UGC entries. Next question.
Yes, the next question is a very common question either in the civil background as well as the defense background when you are going up for an interview, and that is how to handle a fish market situation in group discussion at a time of SSB or at any interview procedure.
Okay, one very very common mistake which we all end up aiming at before facing a GD is that you are into a peer great pressure as to prove your point and speak. I would say one thing. See, before you sit into a general discussion, group discussion where you're sitting with a GD and all these guys are sitting, you get time with them. At that time, try and formulate one common understanding. And this is very, very important. Any sensible group should always understand that more you create a fish market situation, you are reducing the selection of each one of you individually. That the group needs to be told and it needs to be stressed. I know the group cannot be convinced entirely, but at least you'll be able to convince few sensible individuals in the group. And the first step towards restricting or creating a fish market is you don't create a fish market yourself. When you get an opportunity, speak your valid point and give and appreciate the point given by the other guy who's another computer of yours. Suppose a point has been given by someone which you agree or disagree, you must name him that, okay, the chess number 1 has given a very valid point, but I've got one thing to add. It's not always required that you keep on cutting somebody's point. The interviewer or the GTO is actually looking at your contribution, not at your canceling the points of others. The struggle, what a interviewer is actually looking into a group discussion is a guy who is confident about himself. This confidence need not be at the cost of putting down of others. You need not keep on thrashing others for your own points, and you not keep on speaking in GD. You speak valid points, sit back, observe. If your point is hand, speak on again, sit back and observe. In my system, I have spoken four times, and the 14 minutes I was spoken mostly for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. All the points were sensible and logical. When I was listening to the conversation, I was giving valid points. I was there in that situation, and I was fearless. So whenever you go to a city, have a smile at your face. More faces, it reflects more pressure on your brain. Smile, go confidently, make everyone comfortable. More scared you are, you will scare the complete group. And the complete group keep on scaring each other. Nobody is left. Thank you. Next question.
The next question is, when we think about career in defense, the first thing that comes in our mind is risk factor of life. So how far is that correct, and how many people
Okay. One very, very, questions I would like to ask each one of you. So what is life for you? What is life? Who has lived his life well? Swami Vivekananda, who died at the age of 39, or somebody unknown sitting into a village? Who has lived well? You. A life, according to me, is by the virtues, by the cause you have lived your life. It's not decided by the number of years you live. It's decided by the